Is that an anticlimax or another point on the way to the finals of France?
Both, I think.
Yeah.
The expectation was there for us to win the game and get us over the line. Fantastic support again from the supporters are fantastic. Atmosphere was incredible. But it was never going to be easy. Certainly when you look at a team like Israel, who, they play with a lot of imagination, and offensively they're quite exciting. But they obviously came here to get a point, not to get beat. And I'm not criticising them for that. That's their prerogative, and they got what they wanted. I think had we scored early in that first 20 minutes where we really we were right on top, and we were playing some great stuff, and we had a chance. And when you're on top like that and you don't put the ball in the net, sometimes it can come back and haunt you a little bit. They had one shot at goal, which they nearly scored, a good save from Wayne. But other than that, it was all us really, and over 60% possession I think we had. We had about 17 or 18 attempts. And for me, it was a blatant handball. It's a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. We never got it, but there we go. Maybe we'll get a little bit of luck in the next 2 games. But 2 games, 4 points. And if I'm honest, coming into this camp, I would have bitten your hand off for 4 points. I know it's notoriously difficult to go to Cyprus. It's never going to be easy. Home to Israel after the journey out to Cyprus. So, no, 4 points for us is positive. But, of course, the expectation was we'd win and then we're guaranteed to go to France. But we have to wait a little bit longer.
Chris, do you feel it's quite Welsh? There's been so many new misses over the years and everyone's expecting a lot.
Do you know what? In the past we would have lost that. We would have lost that. Gone a bit gung-ho too early because we got a little bit frustrated, and I think that's the difference with this group of players. Tactically they're very aware, and generally when you tell them something and ask them to do it, they try to do it. So I think possibly in the past we would have lost that 1-0 and come away saying how we lost that game, but we got a point, and at this stage as well a point's important. It's another point. 3 would have been great, of course, happy days. It wasn't meant to be tonight, but we've got to as well, the next stage for us is trying to cope with teams who do that, come to Cardiff and do that, sit back, sit deep, and we're not used to that. We're used to being the ones that do that to other teams, so it was a big compliment to us. But that shade of disappointment, of course, because you want the 3 and guarantee you're going to get to France. But another point, and overall the players in this camp have been fantastic. It's been a great effort for them. They're in new territory, trying to handle it the best they can. So couldn't ask for any more from them.
Would you be looking for Cyprus to do your favour tonight, maybe?
It'll be tough for Cyprus tonight, And we've never asked for. Of course, hey, everybody likes to get, somebody else is going to do a bit of work for you. Then why not? But we've always taken care of our own business, and it'll be tough for Cyprus tonight. In that heat as well, they'll be chasing a lot because Belgium, as we've seen here, they keep the ball, and they're strong and powerful. So it'll be a tough game for Cyprus tonight.
Would you rather do it yourselves, Chris?
No. Listen, if they can do us a favour, I'll take it. Don't worry about that. Yeah, aye. As long as we get there, I don't care how we get there. I think, had we won this game, I still would watch the game because when you watch the game, you're interested in it. But yeah, I'd be looking at it and was hoping, But I just think, if they do us a favour, great. If they don't, they don't. We just get on with business ourselves. I think it's a shame, for our supporters who are desperate for us to celebrate, and for them to celebrate. But I do believe that it's coming. It's coming closer, and sooner or later they'll be celebrating. I think, yeah.
And do Wales have to get used to this way that Israel set up against you? Is that something you're looking at?
Well, we come into this campaign, and Israel are 3rd seeds, where we were 4th. We went out to Israel to play them on the back of them winning 4 games. They won the first 3 in the campaign on a friendly. So, all eyes were on Israel. And we turned them over 3-0. Really stopped them in their tracks, And since then we've just gone from strength to strength. And so then teams are not going to come here and be open with us. And why should they? People talk about this philosophy, that philosophy. That's nonsense. You do what you got to do to get a result. and that's football, that's sport. So I'm not criticising Israel. They did what they had to do. They did it well. It's just for us now, when teams do that, we've got to say, right, how are we going to pick them off, and how are we going to find a bit better space? And we'll get to that, I'm sure of that. But 4 points, two games, not the end of the world for us, that's for sure.
Chris, you got a penalty.
Yeah, handball all day long. Penalty all day long. We should have had a penalty in Cyprus, we felt. But I don't know. We can't. I'm not going to complain about the referee too much. It looks like I'm making excuses, which I'm certainly not. But if you look at it, it's blatant handball. You know, when referee's in a good position. I don't know why he didn't call it, but
Chris,
there you go.
On that, obviously the assistant refs behind the goal were brought in to sort of assist the referee in these situations, and that looked a prime spot for him to sort of call. Do you wonder in those instances what they actually do?
I do, yeah. I still don't know what they do, to be honest. Maybe they're talking in the referee's ear, but when they're in a better position than the referee, then they need to make the call. That's what they're there for, you know. And they're not there just to back up the referee's decision. If they see it and it's clear, they've got to make a decision. But how many times do you see them making decisions from either side of the goal? You don't, do you? Well, I've never seen it.
I think the only time was in Andorra.
Yeah, when we had a penalty against us. Yeah, they did. Thanks, Phil, for that. It's true, though. It's true. But no, I don't know. You know, I can't say too many times I can remember them affecting a decision. I can't. I'm not. Even when I watch football, I don't see it too much, to be honest.
It's like I mean, it would have been so easy for the emotion to get to the players at the end, especially when the crowd's wanting that winner. I mean, that
Exactly, yeah. Said that to the players, showed a bit of maturity, and we didn't. It's easy the last 10 as well, the 10 minutes, just to start emptying and taking up stupid positions, because even if you can throw as many bodies forward as you like, doesn't mean, you know, you're going to score a goal. And then you get done on a counter, and they're waiting for us to do that. So we had to keep a bit of discipline in our shape, we did. And I totally understand our supporters urging us on and go and get a goal, and they want to see the excitement in that last third. It just wasn't one of those games, unfortunately. But no, the players did show me, you know, our players' pitch geography was good. When we attacked, we made sure we rarely got done on a counter-attack. Nearly got them once, they nearly scored. But rarely they really hurt us, really. I wasn't really worried about them scoring too much, to be honest, because we were always in good positions. I was just more frustrated at where we were going to get a chance from them, you know. And when we got it and then we didn't take it, the more that happens, you sense the frustration around the ground. I understand that. I just want everybody to understand that 2 games in 4 days, 4 points, 4 more points. It wasn't the party today that everybody wanted, but 4 more points is a good return for us.
Gareth looked pretty knackered by the end. And was
Yeah,
switching off.
he was shattered, to be honest. You know, he took a few clumps as well out in Cyprus. Aaron Ramsey covered every blade of grass on the pitch. Dave Edwards, brilliant. Andy King did brilliant for us, trying to break forward. You know, we've lost all our holding midfielders are injured. You know, we've lost them all. So we've had to adapt it a little bit. So I thought, yeah. And in that formation that we play, the midfield boys and the wing backs have to do a lot of running. So the second game is going to be a bit tough, but you know, they hang on in there at the end of the day. Hang on in there.
Ideally, if you hadn't had those injuries, you think you might have freshened up the team a bit more today, because it was a big ask going with the same lineup.
Yeah, but I think we trust the players. I trust my medical staff. We do all our research. We get all the tests back, and physically, it's not so much the fit, it's the mental, because we haven't had any chance really to prepare for Israel. So mentally, to get up for 2 games, especially when the second one is as big as this, that's quite draining, you know. So psychologically, it's a tough one. It's not just on the legs, but I think we picked our strongest team on the day. Unfortunately, we never got the 3 points, but you know, it's another point added to what we got.
So, Chris, did you have to lift the players in the dressing room with this sort of message? Were they down? What was really
You could sense a bit of disappointment on their faces, you know, because they wanna be. We've all been thinking about it, if you're honest, you know, celebrating after the game with the Welsh public. They're waiting for us. We're all have a little thought to that, as much as we try to keep focused on the game, and then it doesn't happen. So you can sense a bit of frustration and disappointment. But I told them, I said, there's 4 points in 2 games. So we do the same again the next 2 games, it's all over. Well, actually, we get 1 point. So, but I think I take that as a positive as well, that they expect to win. They expected to win today. So that's a positive from where I am.
Gentleman in the middle has just been waiting patiently.
Beginning of the campaign, did you expect in September a team like Israel would come to Wales and that we would park the bus against you?
No, I never did. No, I never saw that.
Does that think when you feel like that's us showing you respect?
Yeah, huge respect. As soon as we saw, we'd had a whisper that you may go that way yesterday, and I thought, I didn't think you would. We normally play 4-2-3-1, exciting wingers, you got good people who can pass the ball. And then we saw the warm-up, when you warmed up, and we saw who was going to start, and we thought, okay, they're going to go with 3 central, 4, 5, 5-3-2, sometimes 5-4-1 second half. That's you paying us big respect, and we've had to go to your place and win to earn that respect. You know what I mean? Had this game have been first, we hadn't been to your place, I don't think you would have played like that. But I'm not criticising Ellie, your manager, or Israel. Good for him. It's good tactics by him. He got you guys a point. Made it difficult for us. And we've done it to the opposition, so I'm not going to complain now. It's up to us to try and break you down,
Chris, what was your reaction on the bench when Simon Church's offside goal went in? Because I only got a glimpse of it, but it seemed like you were pretty much the only one on the bench who thought to...
Yeah, I could see I thought he was offside, and I didn't want to look at the linesman because I knew his flag was up. I just thought I'll enjoy it for a second, but he was offside, and I mean the noise was, had it been given, it'd been fantastic. But hey, there you go, that's it. But I thought he was offside because he was offside.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.